6-1, example 5. Suppose the angle 1 is congruent to angle 3, and the measure of angle 1 equals 3x. So this is 3x right here, 3x. And if that is 3x, then angle 3 is also 3x. And the measure of angle 2 is 2x. If this is 90, then angle 5 is 90, and angle 4 is 90. We know that the total of the exterior angles has to be 360. So we can add these together. 3x plus 3x plus 2x plus 90 plus 90. That's 8x plus 180. And that has to total 360. If we subtract 180 from both sides, we get 8x equals 180. And 180 divided by 8 is 22.5 degrees. Well, x is 22.5. So we want to know what is the measure of each angle. So we have angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, and angle 5. And we know that 4 is 90 and 5 is 90 degrees. And to get angle 1, we need to do 3 times 22.5, which equals 67.5 degrees. And we know that angle 1 was the same as angle 3, so that's 67.5. And angle 2 was 2x, which is 2 times 22.5, which equals 45 degrees. Let's go ahead and look at the try it together. We know that angle 1, 3, 4, and 6 are congruent. 1, 3, 4, and 6. All of those are congruent. We know that 2 is congruent to 5. And we know that the measure of angle 3 is whatever the measure of angle 2 is plus 30. So let's call angle 2 x. Let's make this be x, which means that that measure of angle 3 would equal x plus 30. So this right here is x plus 30. So are all of these 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So we could say 4 times x plus 30. That would give us those 4 angles. And then angle 2 and angle 5 are both x, so we have 2x. And that has to equal 360 degrees. So that gives us 4x plus 120 plus 2x equals 360. That is 6x plus 120 equals 360. Subtracting 120 from both sides, we get 240. 6x equals 240. And dividing both sides by 6, we get that x equals 40. We know that angle 4 is x plus 30. So that means we can plug in 40, and we get that angle 4 equals 43 degrees. The measure of angle 4 is 43 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and roll right into example 6. What are the measures of the interior angles of the pentagon shown? Well, we know it's a pentagon, so that's 5 sides. And we know that the total of a 5-sided interior angles is 540. So that means that adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles together will equal 540. I'm going to go ahead and add all of my x's together. So I have a 6x, a 6x, a 7x, and a 3x. That comes out to 22x. And then I'm going to add my constants together. 4 minus 3 is 1, plus 12 is 13, minus 3 is 10. So plus 10. And then don't forget this 90-degree angle down here. So I have 22x plus 100, we simplified on one side, equals 540. Subtracting 100 from both sides of the equation leaves us with 440. And then dividing both sides by 22 leaves us with x equals 20. So I'm going to go ahead and label each of these 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 so that I can, let's label them on the inside because we're talking about interiors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the measure of angle 1 is 90 degrees. The measure of angle 2 is 6 times 20 plus 12 is 132. The measure of angle 3 is 7 times 20 and then minus 3 is 137. The measure of angle 4 is 3 times 20 plus 4. 3 times 20 is 64 degrees. And the measure of angle 5 is 6 times 20 minus 3. That makes that 117. If we add that together, all of those together add up to 540. So you can double check your answer. We're going to go ahead and look at the try it for this one together as well. The measure of each interior angle of a regular 100-gon is 3x plus 26.4. What is the value of x? So remember, for one angle, one interior angle equals n minus 2 times 180 over n. So that means that we have the n minus 2 times 180 over n equaling equaling 3x plus the 26.4. We actually know the value of n is 100 because it's a 100-gon. So we can fill in the 100 right there. That makes this side really easy to evaluate because 100 minus 2 is 98, and then times 180 means that we have 17640 over 100 equals 3x plus 26.4. And if we divide that by 100, we get 176.4 equals 3x plus 26.4. Subtract 26.4 from both sides of the equation, we get 150 equals 3x. And dividing both sides by 3, we get that x equals 50. And we just wanted to know what was the value of x, and so there we go.